spite of that, the album itself didn't really do an awful lot anywhere. And then, about 12 years later, gradually it started to pick up momentum, to pick up speed, to pick up sales. It sells more every year now than it ever did when it first came out. It was listed in Rolling Stone a year or two ago as number 8 in the top 500 albums of all time, which was amazing. The first guy I ever remember really talking about it, who was contemporary at the time, was Paul Weller. When Paul was number 1 with the Jam in the UK, he chose this as his favourite album of all time, and that's something he said again last year. And since that time, succeeding generations and waves of young bands, young players, young musicians have been kind enough to say similar things about it, really right up until the present day. Last year, two sides of the coin, a very young indie band in the UK, one of the hottest young indie bands in the UK called The Vaccines, actually chose this as their favourite album. They made a 45-second video on the net explaining why. And then from another side of things, Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters actually said some very nice things about us and about the album. In fact, on Scandinavian television, we were shown a clip where he had to say, okay, what's the track that changed your life? In commas. I mean, you know, that may change from day to day, I know that. But at least that day, he chose Care of Self 44. So anyway, the album is called Odyssey and Oracle. We would love to play some tracks from it for you now. And we're going to start with a gentle ballad called A Rose for Emily.
Summer is here at last. The sky is overcast. No one brings a rose for Emily. She watches her flowers grow while loves come and go, to give each other roses from a tree, but not a rose for Emily. Emily, can't you see there's nothing you can do? How the sun is shining everywhere, but not for you. Her roses are fading now. She keeps her pride somehow. It's all she has, protecting her from pain. And as the years go by, she will grow old and die. The roses in her garden fade away. Not one for her grave, not a rose for Emily. Emily, can't you see there's nothing you can do? How the sun is shining everywhere, but not for you. Her roses are fading now. She keeps her pride somehow. It's all she has, protecting her from pain. And as the years go by, she will grow old and die.